welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1411, and this is part A. We are here with Lulick, and he has just woken up this morning bright and early. It is about 6:20 in the morning, and we are just going to go ahead and get him ready for the day. He's going to go ahead and get into his day outfit, and we're going to take him out and let him go ahead and start working on the garden. I think we do need to get him out here, making sure everything is looking good out here. As you can see, our pear trees are blooming, which is fantastic. We do have some plants that need to be evolved. I don't know if he has enough skill to evolve. Oh, he does. So we'll evolve some of these. I think I'm also going to purchase some oversized crops. We can purchase watermelon. So I'm going to purchase, I think, 4 watermelon seeds, and I'm going to get him to plant some watermelon seeds, and we are going to go ahead and get those planted up, and that way we can have some watermelons growing here in the garden. And we're going to try our hand at some oversized crops, and that will help with our gardening as well because they are year-round plants. And so we'll get those into the ground here, and then I'm gonna have him go and collect some beeswax when he's done with that. And then maybe he can also do a little bit of watering all these plants. And then we are just going to get him to start taking care of some of the things that need to be taken care of in regards to our animals. So we'll probably have him come over and he can collect the eggs and clean the coop and go ahead and scatter some feed for the chickens. And we'll even get him to go ahead and milk and bottle feed Pumpkin. So I think that'll be good. But Pumpkin's already clean, so that's great. Now, as we know, Arlene is currently in her 3rd trimester. She is due to go into labor at any time, so we are just waiting for her to go on into labor. And when that takes place, obviously we will be accepting or having a little McFergus baby here in the house, which is going to be fantastic, and we can't wait to see what it is that her and Lulick are going to be having for their first child. And I am so excited to see this family grow, so we are hoping that that is going to go well for Arlene. Fingers crossed that she has a successful labor and nothing happens to her or the baby or anything like that. He is just getting a little bit of watering done on these plants here and taking care of a little bit of the gardening and making sure that everything is good for that. Also, it looks like we have a plant here that needs some bug spraying done, so we'll queue up for that to be taken care of. So while he's out here doing some of the house chores, we are just waiting for Arlene and for Kalina to go ahead and wake up for the day. And once that takes place, we'll probably go ahead and get Arlene to get up and she can get some food cooking for the simple fact that she has not cooked anything in a little bit of time. And so we'll have her maybe get a little bit of food cooked up for the family. So I'm just going to have her come on down and she can cook a little bit of pottage, I think. So we'll do a party size of pottage and have her go ahead and get some pottage cooking up for the family. Now, as we know, she has decided that she likes cooking, so I think her enjoying that is going to be really helpful for the family. And it does look like Lulick has gone ahead and he has gotten some eggs and he has gotten some milk. So we'll put those in the inventory of the fridge here. Oh, and we also got us some fruit packets here. So we'll get him to open that up and see maybe what we got in that. She's super cute with her little bump. We absolutely love it. She is going to finish up this meal. What does she want to do? Chat with her crush. Okay, you don't have a crush on Timur any longer, so you're gonna have to kind of get over that. But he's gonna go ahead when he's done with spraying for the bugs. He's gonna come in and he's gonna ask her about the baby and when she thinks she's going to actually go into labor. And I think she would maybe tell him I think it's going to be soon, Lulick. I do. And Lulick did open those plants. We got some grapes and some plantains, which we cannot currently plant, but he did ask her about the baby, and it looks like she has decided she likes silly behavior, so we love that for them. So they are just having a nice little conversation here. I am going to get Lulick to go ahead and practice some more on this lute. As we know, he does need to play for 6 hours, and he needs to get up to a level 5 in his music skill. And while he is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and send Erlene off to the washroom, and she can go ahead and come up here and check on Kalina. Now, it does look like Kalina is going to need her diaper changed, so I'm just going to have her come on up and she can wake up Kalina, and hopefully we will be able to get, Kalina's diaper changed here so that she is not feeling green. Okay, go on upstairs and check on your little girl. Make sure everything is good with her, and we are going to give her a little bit of a nappy change there. Hopefully we can get her to wake up. Sometimes we really have trouble getting Kalina to wake up. She's like, Kalina, honey, it's time for you to wake up. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. All right, so let's go ahead and change your diaper. Get you all cleaned up, little one. There we go. All good. Oh, she wants to go dip her toes in the water. I mean, it's a little cold for that, don't you think? Okay, guess not. What's up, Arlene? One of my friends heard about how great you are and has been asking to meet you. Can I give them their number? Look how cute they are. Oh my goodness, so precious. Go ahead and bring her inside. It is pretty cold out here. We don't want to leave her out. All right, so she's going to go ahead and bring her in. It looks like Kalina is feeling pretty playful from playing with Mom, and so we absolutely are loving that. Why don't you guys do a little bit of fun things together? What can you guys do? You can practice standing. Let's do that. I mean, really, she's learned all of her milestones by herself, so it would be nice for you to learn some things together. All right, so she's just going to go ahead and put Kalina down and let Kalina go ahead and kind of scoot around or crawl around, because I do think Kalina can crawl. Yeah, she can. So we'll just let her go ahead and crawl around, and we love that for her. Kalina, can you pull to stand on any of this stuff? But she can go ahead and crawl around and say what's that to some things and get up her knowledge, and we will get her to go ahead and pull to stand on this bale of hay, which will be good for her, and she can go ahead and learn how to pull to stand on that. So that'll be great. And are you hungry? Why don't you go ahead and grab yourself a bit of a serving of food? I don't think you need to go to the washroom. What's wrong with you? Get yourself a bite to eat here, and then you can maybe go ahead and do a little bit of some cross stitching. So he has played his instrument for 3 out of 6 hours. He's currently a level 1 out of 5, but he is getting very close to leveling up again, it looks like. And when he does that, he'll be a level 2 out of 5, which he has just reached level 2 of the lute, which is fantastic. So he is currently rising up towards his truly accomplished aspiration here, slowly but surely, which we absolutely love. And I am thankful for that. Another thing is we have not seen Patchy in quite some time. I had told him to go away in one of our previous episodes, and I haven't seen him back on his post since then. So there's that. Our death flower is ready to be harvested, but it is not currently time to harvest. And also, I'm wondering if our death flower is going to keep us, if we harvest it, from actually being able to die. I don't necessarily want that to take place, but I figure also we could use the death flower in our laundry. Maybe, I don't really know. But she has reached cross-stitching level 2, and as you can see, Kalina is just over here playing in the clothes bin, hamper, I don't really know. But I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to send out Arlene to go foraging a little bit. I know she is about to go into labor, but I am going to send her out into the forest. I'm going to have her go forage. By the time she gets back, maybe she will be able to be in labor here, but my hope is that she'll find us some nice things for our garden, and if not, at least things that we can use to cook with. So I am sending her out for that. I may also send Lulick out when he is done playing his guitar or his lute here, and we'll send him off to go hunting because we could stand for a little bit more meat in the house. She's not really able to cook any real meals other than porridge right now, or pottage I should say, and so we definitely need to get us some meat in the house. So I'm going to send him off hunting, and I will see you when everyone returns back to the house. Okay, so Arlene has returned back home. She is currently in labor. It looks like she went into labor while she was out foraging, and so she is currently in labor. As we know, she has already had one baby, and so she doesn't necessarily have to have anyone come over and help her. She won't get an extra role for having a little one without someone here with her, because this is her second labor. So we are going to go ahead, and she is just going to check on little Kalina, who has just learned how to blow a kiss, and then we're going to have her come on upstairs, and she's going to have her baby since she is currently in labor, and we're going to find out what it is that Arlene is having with Lulick. They're having their first child, so we are going to go ahead and have her give birth. We are hoping that this is going to be successful and that she will have a good labor and delivery here, and that nothing's going to happen to Arlene because she is our heir. We're also hoping nothing's going to happen to the little one because we do want this family to grow. I would really like for her to have a boy because we already have Kalina, so we do need an heir in this family. So come on, Arlene, let's go ahead and hope for a little boy. Look at her, she's like, oh, I forgot how much this hurts. And it is a boy. All right, so we are going to name this little boy Casper. Casper McFergus. Oh, and she had a girl. We are going to name her Rowana. All right, so we have had twins, and we are going to go ahead and we are going to be rolling the dice for mom and babies. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice for them, and we will see how they fare. As we know, mom can't roll a 1 or an 11 or a 2, and she has to roll twice. So we are going to pull up our dice, and we're going to roll for mom, and we're going to roll twice for her, and she can't roll a 1, 11, or a 2. And she's good. All right, and then for the babies, we can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. Let's go ahead and roll for our little ones. And we rolled a 7, which means that unfortunately Casper is going to pass away and Rowana is going to live. So we have lost our heir. Unfortunately, he is going to pass away, but Rowana is going to live. So that sucks. But let's go ahead. I will update the timeline and then we will continue on. Okay, so we have updated the timeline, and as we know, we do have to take little Casper away. Here is Casper here. We are just going to take him away from the family. I am going to go ahead and get Mom to come over here and just give Rowana a little bit of a feed, and we will take care of her. As we know, she is going to be the first little one here of Lulic and Arlene, but yeah, it really sucks that we have lost our heir. We will have to keep trying for another heir and hope that we are able to successfully have us a son for this family, because, you know, we do want to have a little boy to pass on our family line to in this McFergus home. So they will have to continue trying for another little one. So I will put on the timeline when they need to, you know, go ahead and try again. Obviously, we usually wait, I think it's 2 days for them after they have babies. So we'll just have to see. That is obviously if they don't autonomously go and woohoo or anything like that. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But she has gone ahead and she has fed her little one. I'm just going to have her rock her and cuddle her. It does look like the sister has come over. Sister Cassandra is here. Is that Sister Cassandra? I think it is. I'm not letting her come in. I'm sending her home because, as we know, Sister Cassandra has caused us problems. She made us lose our first spouse, and I'm just not dealing with that. I'm just not even dealing with that. I feel like Arlene would probably have problems with Sister Cassandra now. I think that she would be a little bit bitter towards her, and she would be like, I don't really want to have anything to do with you. You know, you ruined my first marriage, and now, you know, I just don't feel the same about you than I did. And I think that it would just really cause problems in their relationship. I am going to have Arlene come on down here, and she is going to also need to feed Kalina, and Kalina is also feeling, no, she just is hungry. Okay, so we'll just get her to come on down here and give Kalina a little bit of a feed, and then she can make sure that she's taken care of once she's done loving on little Rowana, and that way we'll make sure everybody is taken care of here in the house while we wait for Lulic to come home. Oh, Lulic's off to work now. So I guess he did go ahead and he did go hunting, but he had to end up going off to work. Now, she did go foraging. While she was out foraging, she did find some acorns that we'll put in the fridge. She found some pears that we'll put in the fridge. She also got some chestnuts. That's fantastic. And she got some potatoes. I don't think we can do anything with the potatoes. And we are going to have her sell this cross-stitching that she has done. So we love that. And she got some dandelions. So we love that. No, we're going to skip the prom. All right, let's go ahead and clean up all this food that has gone off. And we will make sure that we can kind of cook something maybe. I want to look and see if it's possible for us to cook some pantry things. She needs to make bread and things like that. How do I get her to make bread? She can make cheese, so I'll get her to make some cheese. You used to be able to make bread on the mod so that you could make the plates and things like that, like this mod here. But now I don't see a place where you can make the bread, and so I don't know how I'm supposed to. She can also do baked pears. She can do roasted chestnuts. Oh, she needs to go to the bathroom. Jesus. Oh my goodness, Kalina, honey. Go to sleep. There you go. All right, she's gone to the bathroom. We're just going to have her pick up some servings of this cheese. And that way we can have these servings of cheese and we'll put them in the fridge. And then we will have her maybe eat a serving of these cashews. That will be good for her. And I'm just going to put this cheese in the fridge. And maybe she can make something now that we have cheese. She can make cheese and fruit now. Okay, now I just need to figure out how to make some bread. So I'm not sure how she's going to make the bread, but he looks like he has now been promoted to armor polisher, and he's going to make an additional $1 per hour for a grand total of 2 simoleons per hour. He also received a $150 bonus. We love that for Lulick. And he is currently getting a bath, I think, but we are also going to have Arlene need to go and take a bath at some point soon because she's starting to feel a little bit gross as well. So we also have like our boiled eggs. We have our roasted chestnuts. Everyone can go ahead and get themselves some food. So I may go ahead and get Lulick to come and get himself a bite to eat. And I'm going to send her off to have herself a bath. It does look like he got 2 small rabbits, so we will go ahead and cut that meat up, and we will see what we get from that. And hopefully we'll be able to get some good food from that we can use for some meals. I have still got to figure out how we're going to be able to get us some dough so that we can make bread. In the past with the mod, you used to be able to smash the acorns and the chestnuts and things like that, and it would turn into flour, and then you could make the bread that way. But it looks like the mod is not able to do that anymore, so I am not really sure now what to do. So we now have 2 rabbit meat, and we have 2 low quality red meat in our fridge that we can use for our meals, which is great. I am going to send Lulick up. I want him to meet Roanna, and we are going to have him introduce himself to his little girl. So he's going to come up here and talk to her and cuddle her, and oh, lo and behold, she has a dirty nappy on, so we'll get him to change her diaper as well. And obviously he can go ahead and take care of that. And it is just about to the second portion of part A here. And we will be going ahead and heading on into Sunday. It doesn't look like we really have anything going on for Sunday. We will just be continuing on with the family. Maybe I can try to figure out how to get a little bit of dough for the family, and they will be able to figure out how to make a little bit of bread. I really would like for them to be able to do that. I know, they have the option of doing a grocery delivery, but that doesn't seem to be really realistic for me. I mean, back in this time, would they really have grocery deliveries? Probably not. So I just don't feel like that's very realistic. So I'm probably not going to do that option. I do think I might have a trader sign though. And if that's the case, we don't know you, so you can just go away. Let me put up a trader sign and see if we can get a trader to come out to our place. And they might sell things like that. Yes, we do have a trader sign. So the trader will come to our house, and we'll be able to trade things like our honey, and we'll be able to buy things. And with us being able to buy things, we'll be able to purchase the things that the trader sells. And maybe they will have things for bread, or just bread in general. I don't really know how that goes. And I'm not exactly sure what day the trader will come on. So we'll have to keep a lookout for that. So she's going out to check on the garden, and once he's done eating, I am going to go ahead and have him come and help with the laundry. What's she doing? A little bit of gardening. Okay, we love that. And it looks like Roanna is feeling pretty upset. What is wrong with you, sweet baby? Maybe you need to get a little bit of a feeding in. We'll get Mom to come up here and feed you. Dad's just going to do a little bit of the wash here. Typically that would be Mom's job, but Mom's feeling a little bit busy right now, so Dad's just going to help out. So that's wonderful. We love it when everyone works together. I mean, it is midnight. Everyone should probably start getting themselves ready to head on over into bed, but, we'll hurry up and get them all off into bed soon. So let's go ahead and move this laundry over into the clothesline, and then Dad can replace the water and add a laundry additive. Do you have some flowers? He does. He has a begonia, so we'll add that. So that'll be great. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to send Dad to the washroom and then off to bed. and Mom is just taking care of the little one. Why don't you go ahead and go put, all right, let's go ahead and feed Kalina here really quickly. And then you can put her off into her crib, okay? Because honestly, I think she needs to go on off to bed. Baby care, let's go ahead and put her into bed. Go put her in her crib. Mom, you can do that, right? Let's put Kalina to bed. And then Mom can go off to bed. And everyone's going to go ahead and get themselves a little bit of shut-eye, and we will see you in the morning. Okay, so it is the next morning, and as you can see, everyone is up. I am just going to go ahead and get Mom to come on in here and give little Rolana a feed here. And Dad is just cleaning up a little bit. We are just going to, I am going to get her to more choices. Change outfit. No. More choices. Baby care. Use cloth diapers and prefers breastfeeding. Yes. Okay. Great. And we are going to have Dad go on out. I did put in the trader sign, as you can see. But also, I went ahead and got rid of Patchy. He hasn't come around in a few days. I have updated it, and I've put in this bee tree. So we're going to go ahead and have him come on out and see if he can gather some honey. So we'll see if he can try his hand at that. And also, we will go ahead and collect some beeswax from the bee boxes. I did also put in another bee hive over here. So that's great. And then I'm going to have him go ahead and evolve the plants, and he's going to do a little bit of weeding, and we are going to spray for some bugs, because it looks like we've got some bugs that need to be sprayed for over here. And he's just going to kind of take care of the gardening here. Fertilize the crops. Yes, we can fertilize our crops with some Vitality fertilizer. So we will fertilize our crops. I think that she might be able to fertilize some crops as well. Oh yes, let's fertilize all. Actually, fertilize all with super vitality. All right, great. So she's going to come out and fertilize our crops. And I also went ahead and got him some bows and a practice range here that he can use for his page skill for his job. But he did get some honey, it looks like. So we are going to have him go ahead and filter this wild honey when he's done with the gardening. And we will be able to go ahead and filter that. And also, I put in some blacksmithing things here as well as a mead thing. So we can make some mead, and maybe we'll be able to sell some of these things, and that'll be nice. Obviously, we can make some baskets and things. I think that Erlene can make baskets, and they can make mead. She can probably even make candles and things, and that will be nice. I don't know, actually, if she can make candles currently. I don't think they have enough stuff for her to make candles. What all does she need to make candles? Let's take a look. Bits and pieces. Okay. But if we purchase some wax, which, I mean, technically we have a lot of beeswax, but we'll purchase some soy wax as well. She can get some bits and pieces, and we'll be able to make candles. And then we will be able to make candles, and here she can make wicker objects. So currently right now she can make a pencil holder, or she can make this storage thing. I'm going to have her come and make the storage piece, and we'll be able to work on that. She went ahead and was able to fertilize. Let's get her to also fertilize this one, I think. All right, so she is going to go ahead and make this piece here, which is fantastic. We are loving that for her. And once she makes that, we will be able to sell these kind of things and make a little bit of money off of that. The girls are doing pretty good. Mom has already fed them this morning, and so I think everyone's needs is pretty good as far as the little girls. Technically, Kalina could stand for a little bit of a feed, but I think everyone else is doing pretty good. Oh, Kalina is trapped. Well, we'll get her out soon enough after Mom finishes up with her basket making. So we'll just get her to finish making this, and then we'll send her in there to take care of Kalina. She has acquired the wicker making skill, so we love that for her. And let's go ahead and see about evolving some of these plants. And so all of the big plants have been fertilized. I am just going to have her go on in here, and she can feed Kalina, and then we'll also get her to take care of little Rowana, because it looks like Rowana is feeling a little upset. What is she mad about? Oh, she needs a dirty diaper, or she has a dirty diaper. So we'll change her dirty diaper as well. So let's get her to change this dirty diaper, and then she can feed Kalina. And did you go ahead and deal with the honey? I think you did. Let's go ahead and collect these jars of honey. Perfect. And then let's get you out here, and you can make some wine with what? Grapes? Or with, yeah, with grapes. You don't have enough grapes, so let's make mead. All right, so he is going to go ahead and make the mead here, and then maybe we'll try and see what making the wine looks like and go from there, seeing how that looks. All right, so let's put that mead in bottles, and he is going to light this. And we are going to make some wine. Let's go ahead and just make the Bordeaux wine. And I am going to get her, after she's done taking care of the little one, to get herself a little bit of food here while he goes ahead and finishes up making this wine. Okay, let's get him to fill this wine in bottles and see if we can put them in here as well. Does it actually like fill up this? Because it doesn't look like it. Where did all of the wine and stuff go? Ooh, that's a problem. Do we know where I put the other? No, we don't. I have no idea where the ale went. Hold on, let's move this and see. Okay, well, at least we have our wine. I don't have any idea where it went. I wonder if I open it. Can this go in here? No. Okay. Good to know. All right, so he is in here. He's playing a little bit of this lute, getting up a little bit more skill, and Arlene is just taking care of little Kalina. Did she feed her? Yes, she did. All right, great. So I am just going to have Arlene, though, probably go down and take care of herself a little bit. I am going to have her finish with this painting that is outstanding that needs to be finished up here. So we will definitely let her do that. And, oh, I know that you want to, play the guitar or the lute, but I do need you to come over here, Lulick, and you need to collect the eggs, and I need you to clean the coop, and you probably even need to scatter a little bit of feed. And so we'll get you to come and take care of the chickens, please. And so I am going to have him come and do that. And then once he's done with that, maybe I will get him to play archery a little bit, and he is going to do a little bit of practicing so that he can get a little bit more of that skill, because as we know, he does need to get his skill up for his job. So we'll have him practice a little bit of his archery skill in hopes that he can get better at doing that. Okay, so she has that in her inventory that she made, and we are just going to put these eggs in the inventory here. And then we do have this wild honey that we'll go ahead and put in the fridge, and I might as well just put this wine in the fridge as well. All right, perfect. And he is going to go ahead and finish with these chickens, feeding them up here, and then he's gonna go and practice his archery. And then once he's done practicing his archery, I think I am going to go ahead and let them have a little bit of time together. It's been a while since they have had any time together to kind of flirt or, have any, time together as a couple, in the sense of just, her telling him that, she thinks he's dapper and all of that fun stuff. So we're going to let them spend a little bit of time just spending, quality time together and telling each other how much they care about one another. I don't necessarily think that they need to play woohoo game. No, let's not. And listen to hip hop music. No, they don't have to, obviously autonomously woohoo or anything like that. I mean, they might do that on their own, but I just want them to spend a little bit of time together as a couple. So they're just going to have a little bit of a kiss here, and then she's going to compliment his appearance. And she still has that want here that she wants to talk over her romance fears with him, and that's because of the whole thing that went down with Patchy. But we've since gotten rid of Patchy, so I am thinking that things are going to be okay with her. I'm hoping that that is going to kind of go away. And supposedly that's under the romance category, but I have still yet to be able to find that, so I don't know. She's going to appreciate him for all the little things, and she's going to embrace him, and then we are going to impress him with her high romance skill. I don't know what that does, but we'll definitely do that.
Sorry.
Arises. Would Sarpava. Rebalfa Klogum. Jabin Ponsip.
Oh, there it is. Talk about relationship fears. All right. And he's like, you don't have to worry. But she's put herself forward and opened a line of communication, but her problems aren't over. Maybe another day of communication, her worries will finally help her overcome her fears. He's like, you have nothing to worry about. I love you, Arlene, so much. So he's going to kiss her in the rain, and Rowana is crying. So, of course, we're going to have to take Mom up here and get her to feed her daughter here.
Oh, Sarkini.
But he's kissed her in the rain. They are, just trying to make up. He's like, I'm really sorry about the way I hurt you. You don't have anything to worry about. What are they doing? Going to try for a baby autonomously. Okay, well, you go and do you. They, like I said, sometimes they just have a mind of their own. It's a little bit sooner than I had planned for. I was probably not going to do this until tomorrow, 1411 Part B for them. But, I mean, they had a mind of their own. They wanted to try for a baby, so here we are, trying for a little one autonomously. And so there's that. She's going to go ahead, and we are going to feed Rowana, and he's like, I'm just going to get myself a little bit of a nap here. And so we love that for them. We are going to, after she has finished feeding Rowana here, we will just have a little bit of a peek and see if she is expecting. And it looks like she is. And so we love that for her. They are expecting another little one again. And we love that for them. So I love that. We will obviously be waiting for her to find out that she is expecting. And then when that takes place, then we will put on the timeline when she is going to be due again. But yeah, they definitely have gone and gotten themselves pregnant again. I'm just going to have her come on in here, and she's going to sell this painting. But yeah, they've done it again. But I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I think that is a great place to close out, figuring out and finding out that she is about to find out that she is going to be with child again. Look at her. She's like, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, you did. But we're going to leave this one here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in 1411 Part B, where we are going to be celebrating some birthdays in this family because Rowana and Kalina both are going to be aging up, which is going to be super exciting. And also, we're going to be finding out that Arlene is expecting. So, until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.